Hi guys, what's going on? I'm back with another video for you guys today. It is basically a commentary over my joint highest kills in a game, basically. It is in a game of squads. I'm playing with 3 of my mates. And yeah, I'm just going to I didn't record live audio or face cam or anything just because it's really hard when I'm playing with my friends to get it all together, you know, with people just being busy doing different things. And so yeah, I've got to just love playing for fun. And then you know, if a good game happens, then I'll just go back and record it because I've always got my Elgato open anyway. So yeah, so then I'll go back and record it. But basically I'm just going to go through a few things. The first thing I wanted to ask you is, how are you finding Season 4? Are you enjoying it? Are you liking the new skins, the new Battle Pass? As you can see in this game, I'm wearing the Carbine skin, and yeah, I quite like this one. It's quite good for the start one, I think. I think there was some worry about it being a bit too similar to the Tier 100 Omega one, but you know, I think it's quite cool. It's much better than the first ones we got in Season 3, which was the astronaut, you know, the orange, I think it was the orange astronaut, and then shortly after that was the Rust Lord, I think. But yeah, the two early skins from the Battle Pass this time around are so much better than they were last season, which I think is, you know, it's a step in the right direction. It's a good skin that basically, if you're able to buy the Battle Pass, that anyone can get, and it looks quite good. So I'd much rather see people running around in this skin than I would in the Rust Lord and the astronaut. God, I hated those people, especially John Wick. Oh, John Wick, go away. But yeah, this gameplay I got today, basically, I'm not that great at the game. I'm okay. I'd say I'm like fairly decent, but like sometimes better than others. Like when I was playing on the Wednesday, on the new update day, it was so hard to get anything. Like, so many people were on, and seemed like the game was a bit dodgy. I kept getting really bad lags. Like at one point I was fighting, I killed someone, and then a guy came up behind me. I went to get my pump out, and I just froze and died, and then they won the game. It was like a top 2 situation. Like, just game completely froze. But yeah, anyway, what I was gonna say is I think if you just constantly keep practicing, make sure you're using the Builder Pro. I know it takes a while to get used to, but it makes like such a massive difference in terms of the game in general. And I honestly believe that if you're not using it within the next couple of weeks or a month or so, you might start getting left behind as people get much better at this, because it's hard to defend when you're using Builder Pro as it is if someone else is good with it, but it's so much easier to use, and it's very, very close to PC building, like I'm sure most of you know. But yeah, I think with this type of gameplay, is I got quite lucky, a bit of building skill and a bit of luck with my shotgun shots, and yeah, it ended up pretty good. But I think the luck was heavily involved, just the way like the game flowed and how we'd fight a squad and then another squad after that and then another squad after that. And normally when you're on squads and you die, it's because you have to fight more than one squad at once. So once you get like sort of that continuity going and you get a little bit of a relaxing period. That was quite a nice shot there, quite a nice quick build as well. But yeah, it's so much easier to play like that. Also, I'm loving the pump to the heavy shotgun combo. At the moment I'm using heavy shotguns instead of blue tacks. I'm not sure why. I think it's just personal preference. I think because the heavy shotgun's more like the pump, and with the pump I'm by far the most accurate somehow. Although it doesn't like spread like the tack does, I'm just still so much more accurate with it. So yeah, I was going to launch pad over to them, but the boys didn't follow me straight away, so I had to just quickly go up the side of the ramp. Bit of a panic build here, because I knew that they were going, the guys that I was trying to attack were going to be going up the hill the other side, so I just needed to get there first. But this is why the pump trumps it for me here. So it's like, I see him coming up there, and then I just get that nice easy 107 shot, and then this guy proved a bit of a task. I missed that shot, and a bit bad building from me here. I should have just built my way up and waited for him to come up for us, because he just builds and he spams. He does it quite well. When 3 people are shooting at him, I mean, you don't really have much of a chance. It doesn't really matter how good at building you are, because when people are just constantly shooting you down, it's hard. And then I get that heavy shotgun shot in there, which was good. And yeah, so there's now, I've had 6 kills and there's 14 people left. The game's moving nicely, so we sort of get that squad down, we sort of heal up, do our revives and everything, and then we get to fight the next people, which we'll see in just a second. But yeah, also I wanted to ask you, what do you think about Dusty Divot? I think it's very enjoyable, but I'm still not used to the zero gravity gels. I don't know what they're called. Orbs, people are calling them. People are calling them the anti-gravity things. You know, I have no idea, but I think they're quite interesting. I think it seems to be like, this is what happened to COD when they introduced their jumping thing, but I don't think Epic will make that same mistake of implementing this fully into the game. I think that's what they worried about when they first said that they were going to bring in the jetpacks, but they didn't in the end. So hopefully they keep it minimalistic with the craters, and they don't then spread to the rest of the map, because I think that that's where they could go wrong. That was a nice pump shot there, and this one I was trying to shoot him for ages, but I was reloading and it just wouldn't let me shoot, and then I got the nice 230 in the head, which is always amazing with the pump. It's great when you do it to other people, it's just so bad when people do it to you, it's so frustrating. But yeah, I think the divot is so much fun. Like I was landing there all day the last couple of days, and it's just so much fun. It's not it's not very often that you come out of there alive, and if you do, it's probably with not a lot of health. But I think there's some good loot there, and it's a good fun. It's kind of like landing at Tilted. I think it's one of the ways where you're going to get much better, and you've got to try and surround yourself with loads of people, otherwise you will not improve. It's basically as simple as that. And yeah, also if you've been to Risky Reels, the new place in the top right of the map, I didn't notice it at first. I was playing like all day on Wednesday, and I didn't notice it once. It was so bad. But I've been landing there like quite a lot recently, because it's good to try and get a few early kills. There's normally, I'd say, between 4 and 8 people land there. Obviously sometimes more, sometimes you could just be there on your own, but it's such a good place to get a few early kills to then move on, and there's some good loot there. And you can also try out the new anti-gravity things. That's what I'm going to call them from now on, anti-gravity things. I literally have no idea. But yeah, I'm on 8. Am I on 8 kills? Yeah, I'm on 8 kills towards the end of the game here, and this bit is just such an easy clean up, like you'll see in a sec. But basically, what I wanted to say is, do you enjoy these like commentaries, or would you rather it be live com? Because it's a lot easier for me to do the voiceovers, but then the live com's obviously like much. It might be good to get my like live reaction, but it's really hard to do that without playing on solo. So yeah, just let me know how you think about it really. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, leave a like on the video. I also did a couple of videos with Charlie Morley as well. They're on his channel, so I'll leave a link to it down in the description. And yeah, I'll see you next time.